You can watch SeemsGoodMagic.com team members live stream at www.twitch.tv/Inez27. If you enjoy our videos, you can support us by going to SeemsGoodMagic.com, clicking on eBay store, and purchasing some singles or playsets. Thanks and enjoy. Hey, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here with another 8-4 Gatecrash draft. Let's look at some of the cards we've got here. So, our rare is Illusionist Bracer, which is cool, but it's not going to be my first pick. I'm pretty sure we're just going to be taking Aetherize. This card's super strong. It can definitely be a blowout. What else is good in this pack? Bane Alley Broker is good. It's a cool looter effect. I've gotten a chance to play with it a little bit, and I like it quite a bit. 3 toughness is relevant. Its second ability is relevant. So it's cool. It's a cool looter. I also like Devour Flesh. Sage's Row Denizen is actually good because it's got the 3 toughness. Death Cult Rogue's fine. There's a good chance that we table something that we won out of this, but definitely going to slam up the Aetherize here. Okay, follow-up pick. What does this Primordial do again? 7 mana, 5/5 flyer. Steals instants or sorceries from that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's a cool card. I feel like I'd rather pay 6 for a card that's going to be relevant in Simic, if I end up Simic. But it's also less blue. I mean, this card is definitely more powerful, but there's actually a world of difference between 6 and 7 mana in limited. So I think we're just going to take the Sapphire Drake. Be happy with that. Possibly table the Sage's Row Denizen. Pass some good removal there, but I like the Drake quite a bit. Okay, we actually get some more good choices. Gift of Wurzova is very strong. I can imagine it being very strong in any Dimir deck. We have the Dimir Charm, which is actually removal. Power 2 or less, or counter sorceries. It's a cool card. There's also Rapid Hybridization, which is good, and Mind Eye Drake, which is very good as well. So, what is the choice? Do we take the removal? Do we take the Insane Aura? I think we probably just stick to blue. So we don't necessarily need to take the Dimir Charm either. I mean, we could end up Simic still. But the strongest cards, in my opinion, are the Mind Eye Drake or the Rapid Hybridization. And I think I'm actually going to take the Rapid Hybridization. I like the fact that it stops a lot of relevant cards. Like, it kind of turns off Madcap skills and stuff like that. Like, I'd rather have them, them have a 3/3 than a +3/+0'd creature that has to be double blocked. Here I feel comfortable taking the Cloudfin Raptor. Maybe start moving in on Simic a little bit. Otherwise, Shadow Slice and Dimir is cool, but let's stick to blue until we're sure. And I'm sure Cloudfin Raptor's still fine, and Dimir as well. Okay. We can take the Keyrune, which I think is actually better than the Clinging Anemones, but I think we actually want the Croconura. This is an awesome Simic card, and definitely good enough where it's going to make me want to go into Simic. I think that's reasonable to say. Alright, another solid choice here. We can do another Evolve creature, which is fine, but I think I would either prefer the Denizen or the Charger. Now the question is, which one's better? They're both 4 mana. This one doubles as a combat trick. This one makes green creatures better in the deck. Actually, Denizen works better with the Sapphire Drake, so I think I'm going to take that. And the follow-up choice. Well, we can do Keymaster Rogue, which is good. We do have a fairly late, pretty late Guildmage, actually. It's not super relevant with what we've got already, so I think I'd rather have the Rogue, which, what does that work well with? It's never really good to bounce creatures that have +1/+1 counters on it. So I guess that's not that great. But it's still, there's still early enough where I think I can take it and find some good interactions with it. All right, Spell Rupture. Counter target spell unless its controller plays X greatest power among creatures control. I think that card's fine, but I think I'd rather have the Guild Gate. Get our mana fixing on. Okay, here I think Forced Adaptation's probably playable. I haven't really played against it that much, but I imagine it's decent. If you have enough defense, we've got some good 3 toughness things going on so far. So I guess I'm cool with that. Certainly not an amazing card, but it's actually really good with some of the Simic cards. All right, here we're definitely taking the Watcher over the Way of the Thief. Way of the Thief is good, but I'd rather have the Bear that we don't even have a 2-drop, and we have a Gate, which actually interacts with it. So that's something. It also evolves our Raptor and our Croconura. All right, definitely snapping up the adaptive Snapjaw. Pretty awesome card with the Sapphire Drake, especially since you can play the Sapphire Drake, evolve it, and then attack for 7 flying. I like that a lot. Alright, I feel comfortable taking Frenzied Tilling here. I could always dip into Gruul a little bit, possibly. I don't know if this is worth dipping into Gruul for, but I'm leaving the option there. Alright, so cool pack 1. I think I can probably hide the Frenzied Tilling for now. We look like we're pretty well established into... Wow, foil into the infinite. I might have to check the price on that little bad boy. Well, someone was buying it for 7, so I'm going to be taking the foil into the infinite. Symbol of the Legion is insane. The card's really strong. Croconura, I'd love to have a second one. Madcap Skills is strong in here. Metropolis Sprite would be fine in this deck. So plenty of good cards in here, but we're taking a bunch of tickets. Okay, so our choices here, we can do Totally Lost, which is blue removal, not so common. Rubble Belt Raiders, we are in green, so we could actually make this work, but triple green is not easy. And it doesn't have like any sort of evasion or anything, or any sort of abilities beyond getting huge, which is good. I'm just not 100% convinced that's what I want. I'm kind of tempted to take the removal just because, like I said, Simic usually does not get removal. They do not end up getting a lot of removal. The Cinder Elemental strong in here. The Mind Eye Drake is good. But I think I'm going to take Totally Lost. Alright, we can take the Elusive Crassus. This is actually the first time I've seen this card. I think it's pretty damn good. And the nice thing is there's not a lot else. There's actually like nothing else for us here. Prophetic Prism is certainly playable, but this is cool. This is actually like the first time I've seen it. It's a crazy picture. Crazy fish mutant. I feel like it doubles up pretty well with Ivy Lane Denizen. Spire Tracer is cool with the Raptor. It's also nice to get cheap creatures. Oh, the Spire Tracer is actually really good with the Forced Adaptation. Okay, I could see that. That's pretty cool. I may just want another Denizen though, but 4-drops typically are not too difficult to get. The Key Rune helps splash for red. I do like the Denizen quite a bit. And it has such good synergy with the Sapphire Drake. Let's see. I think I'd rather have the Denizen. 3 toughness and all that other stuff. All right, here I think I'm going to take the... Oh, wait. Never mind. We're taking another Aetherize. That's pretty insane. Multiple Aetherize. Alpha Authority. Guess Hexproof can't be blocked by more than one creature. It's pretty good. I think I'd rather have the Denizen. I'd rather have the 3 toughness dude over the Disciple that I'm probably never going to activate. Could also take the Key Rune, which is good, but no, I guess I could take the Key Rune. It looks like I'm going to need a lot of mana. I really want the 3 toughness guy, though. I feel like I'm going to win in the late game. And if I just have, like, all super... I guess I already have a lot of good defensive creatures. The Key Rune's going to help ramp me, which I do want. Plus, this guy's a pretty good blocker himself, so... Alright, I'll take the Key Rune. I feel like I'm going to be using my mana a lot. Alright, let's... maybe we want to hate the best card out of here, because, well, I guess Wildwood Rebirth is actually playable. It's good alongside green. In this deck, it would be good alongside green. Green what? Green Blood Rush cards is what I was trying to say. Otherwise, I'm hating a Knight of Obligation. Let's just take a card we potentially play. It's a little too early to be hating. Let's let people... Ooh, wait, what do you do? Oh, yeah, that's right. I actually think it's still the pick. It's got 3 toughness. I'm certainly not playing it to win the game with it, but it evolves stuff, and it's got 3 toughness. Well, Madcap Skills going that late is pretty ridiculous. But, yeah, I'm definitely gonna hate that. That's pretty good. I guess I could have taken that 5-drop spell that, like, mills them, and you draw for how many creatures you mill or whatever. I think that's okay, too. But yeah. Hydroform, I don't really like it all that much, but this is we're in need of some 2-drops, and it can be defensive. It also evolves stuff, right? No, it doesn't, because it doesn't enter the battlefield. Never mind. But it's a 3/3 flying surprise blocker. I could see that being pretty good. I don't really care about all of these. I guess we'll take the Conspire because it's interesting. Alright, Table to Spire Tracer, that's pretty awesome. Taking it over the thing that makes stuff unblockable. We are in need of a few more creatures here. Alright, we'll take another Hydroform. Hopefully I don't have to play both of them, but they're perfectly fine in a pinch if you're short on cheap stuff. Alright, got the Alpha Authority back too, that's pretty cool. This card I feel like is pretty damn playable, but I currently don't see anything in my deck that it's like ridiculous on. That I can think of. Okay, so what are the picks here? We can do the Emissary, which doesn't interact that... it's actually... I mean, it's fine. It's fine in this deck. It's cool. It's a bear. I think I'd rather have the Sprite. Kind of an unexciting first pick in the Sprite. This isn't worth anything, is it? Alright, Thespian Stage is not worth anything, so Metropolis Sprite or Burning Tree Emissary. Guess that card's okay too, but probably unnecessary in this deck. Let's just take the 2-drop Flyer. I think that's where I want to be. Wow, alright, we get a good pick here. I think we're just going to double up on the Sapphire Drake. I don't have any problem with that card in multiples. It's very strong. Good removal in here in the arrows and the spectacle. But, what's this do again? Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by this turn by creatures with no +1/+1 encounters on. That'd actually be pretty cool in this deck, but I'd rather have the Drake. Okay. Here, I believe we're just taking a second Greenside Watcher. Could take the Gridlock, which is cool when you... I mean, it's just basically like a win game at a certain point. Just tap all your creatures and get in. But we are doing pretty good on removal right now, and I would like some more creatures. Still another chance we could get another Guildgate. I mean, at this point, with 2 Watchers, I'd like to... I'll play any gate I can pick up, just so I can get some use out of this. Cool. Well, we got a Simic Rare, which I actually think is pretty good. You get quite a bit of value out of that. There's really not that much else for us anyway. The Sage's Row Denizen would actually be fine in here. I think I'd rather, for the sake of interest, take the Mystic Genesis. I like the fact that I can play it off on turn 4 off a key rune. I think it's just a good card. I was always a big fan of Mystic Snake. Okay, we take the Charger or the Denizen. I think we'd prefer green creatures in here because of the Ivy Lane Denizens. Plus this doubles the combat trick. This probably fits the curve a little bit better. Get another chance to do Hinder Vines, but I don't think it's good enough here. So I'd rather do the Denizen or the Charger. That is the question. I do already have quite a bit of 4-drops, and at this point, I probably feel comfortable playing all of these. I guess I'd probably play the Charger over the Rogue, but at this point, I'd still like to play the Rogue, to be honest. I guess I'll take the Charger. All right, here we'll take the Slaughterhorn over the Prism, and totally lost. I guess we could take a second one. We have 15 creatures currently. This is a good removal spell. And it's like more than just creatures too. It's non-land permanents. It's pretty cool. I like the idea of what this card does. I feel like it's pretty strong. But Slaughterhorn is just a good trick, and we want to have a good arsenal of creatures at our disposal. That's tough. I think I'm actually going to take the removal over the Slaughterhorn. Kind of an odd choice, I know, but I have a feeling about this card. I like it quite a bit. All right, we could do the Miming Slime, which I think is, at this point, is fine in this deck. We have 15 creatures. Signal the Clans, not on color for that. Scab Clan Charger, Leyline Phantom, Last Thoughts, all of these cards are fine as well. I think we are just going to take the Miming Slime. It appears to fit our curve the best. And it is power, right? Greatest power among creatures control, yeah. All right. Here we can take the Pit Fight, but I kind of love Frilled Oculus, to tell you the truth. Pit Fight is good removal, though. How good is it in this deck? We've got the Krakenura, the Krasis, the Denizens. Anything 2-3 or 2-4 is good with it. I feel like the Oculus is going to be better, to tell the truth, in this deck. Usually I think Pit Fight would be much better in a Simic deck, but just based on what I already have. Alright, we're going to take the Guildgate here, I think, but maybe it doesn't have either of our colors. That's tough. I don't think we're playing Sky Games, honestly. I don't really like it all that much in this deck. I could just hate the Edict. I mean, I'd play this as a colorless land for Greenside Watcher. I don't really like that. I guess we'll just hate the Edict. Alright, third Denizen. Yeah, these are fine. I mean, these get crazy in multiples, and they work so well with the Drakes. I kind of like it. I guess we could take Bioshift. It is pseudo combat trick. I guess we'll just take the Riot Gear. I feel like it's a little more playable. Take the Scatter Arc for sideboard. Let's just take the Gutter Skulk. And Serene Remembrance and Island. Okay, well, we have a cool deck. And we have some cuts to make, so I'm going to have to make some choices here. Alright, so we're putting in this. Yeah, we got some cool cards in here. I don't know if we need this yet. What's this one do again? Yeah, probably don't need that. I like these guys. Still like to keep that guy, I think. Maybe we won't, but we'll see. I don't know if I need the Hydroforms yet. We'll take the Key Rune for sure. Need the Genesis. That guy's good. He's probably playable. Alright, this is 25 if I wanted to play it like this. probably can cut Biovisionary. It's just a 2/3. So probably not 100% necessary. We still have 16 creatures after that. Probably want to cut a 4-drop. The Rogue is cool because he's unblockable, but I think I'm actually going to cut him because I'd rather just have more green creatures for the Ivy Lane denizens. So how does this look? 15 creatures. How good is the Spire Tracer in here? Do we even have... Oh, we have all the denizens to buff him up. I guess that's... And it works with the denizens. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with that, I think. Otherwise, I'm cutting a Tracer for a Biovisionary. Cutting a 1/1 can't be blocked except by creatures flying or reach. No, I think we just leave the Tracer in here. Okay. So, I think I'm going to run it like this. Why don't we set aside our removal? Let me take a look at our non-creature spells here. Alright. So we've got Hybridization, a couple Aetherizes, a couple Totally Lost, Mystic Genesis. Yeah, this deck's pretty cool. I like what we have access to in here. Got some good finishers. Ivy Lane Denizens, like I said, very good. Even when you double up on them. Especially when you double up on them. Do I want to make Biovisionary work in here? Do I still have too many 4-drops? Possibly. I mean, I could cut the Charger for the Biovisionary, cut the 2/4 for 4 for just getting another 3-drop, because I feel like I'm a little bit short on stuff before 4. This makes our curve a little bit... This is a nice little curve. If I do the Charger, it's not that much worse of a curve, but I've already got like good late game stuff going on. Oh wait, not that one, the Biovisionary. But anyway, I think I might run the Biovisionary over the Charger. Maybe not. Just because it's better on the mana curve. I don't know if that's justification enough for me. Okay, let's look at our colors here. Looks like we're dead even. Slightly more blue, but no problem. Alright, so put in our Guild Gate. Kind of wish we'd gotten another one because we got the 2 Watchers, but that's okay. 8 and 8, yeah. Alright. This is a pretty awesome looking little Simic deck. We ended up getting some of the best blue removal that you can ask for, to be honest. Our creatures are very good. We didn't get as much Evolve as I would have liked. How much did we end up with? We got the Raptor, the Croconura, the Krasis, Snapjaw. That's it? Alright. We didn't get much at all. Looks like we only got like 5 or 4. 4? Wow. Well, not too much, but the good news is we have 2 Drakes and 3 Denizens, so we have some really good little synergies going on here. And we have actually plenty of green creatures for use with our Ivy Lane Denizens. So overall, I'm happy with this deck. I think it's pretty good. We actually have a good sideboard plan too. If people come out the gates and they're just like way too fast for us, we can always just sideboard into Hydroforms, cut our end game a little bit just so we can have early blockers. So I like where we're at, actually. I think it's a pretty cool deck. So I'll see you round 1. Wish me luck.